To God be the glory in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen. I love you all so very much, and I thank God for the manifestation of life that you all truly are. Now, I am just encouraged to share this word because I believe there are some people, yes, many of you rather, from the month of April ending, a lot of us have been in a place of testings where God has been testing people, taking them, on that battery of tests. Why? Because He was preparing you for something absolutely magnificent. Yes, because a lot of you, you've been praying, you've been believing, you've been trusting, and I thank God. And because a lot of you, you've been passing the test, the Father has basically placed before you. For that reason, can you see? Congratulations. Now, I was given a revelation, and this was the revelation the Father gave because He brought, a video into my presence. And as I began to watch the video, it was a woman who basically, she rode on a bike, on an adventurous journey. But then, she had to rest for a bit in order to be able to what? To be able to look after the bike, restore the bike, get new parts for the bike, and by that in itself, she didn't do this alone. She had a help, yes, that was with her to be able to accomplish this. Now, right after all of that was done, now you can see she was ready to ride again. Now, I'm going to break it down for each and every one of you so you can understand the summary of what I've just explained. Now, you can see the lady had been on an adventure for a while. Now, it was a place where a moment of rest needed to take place. But in that rest, she was literally restoring her bike. Now, a lot of you, this is why the Father has been calling majority of you into rest. Can you see that? He has been calling you to rest. Rest from, yes, the very toilings, rest from the strivings. Just come into the place of rest. Because into the place of rest, can you see? Encounters are happening for you. This is where the Father is restoring. So now you can see when she rested, the bike was being restored in the process. That's why a lot of you, God has been restoring so much about you. Whether you're married, the Lord has been restoring your marriage. He's been restoring you emotionally. He's been restoring you physically. Whether you're single, still waiting on a spouse, the Father has been doing equally the same. He's been restoring your mind. He's been restoring your focus. He's been restoring so many things concerning you. Whether it is your children, He's been restoring that in itself. So now you can see, because a lot of you can see the very realm of, I believe it's in the book of First Kings, when Elijah was running from what? Was running away from Jezebel. So you can see he was resting under the juniper tree, and the angel of the Lord was there. What was he doing? He was looking after Elijah. Elijah, get up and eat, because the journey ahead is still what? Is still further. So a lot of you, this is why the Lord has been calling you into that place of rest, so that He can what? He can restore. So that what? He can reconcile. So that He can what? He can heal. Because a number of times people believe like, hey, while I'm doing this, while I'm doing that, I can heal in the process. I can heal in the process. Yes, sometimes that can be the case. But sometimes the Father will have to withdraw you from everything so that you can rest in Him, so that He can restore, reconcile, and then eventually to release you. So a lot of you have been in that place of rest. Secondly, can you see that while that rest is taking place and all of that healing is taking place, reconstruction is taking place at the same time. So whatever it is that the Father, yes, is, doing in the place of rest, He's reconstructing on the other side. Can I help you to understand this? Yes, in the book of Nehemiah, the wall was torn down. And what happened? It was Nehemiah, he came back and he began to rebuild the walls. But there was something that was absolutely standing out in the realm of what? In the realm of the wall that he was restoring. Because if you read Nehemiah and what? And chapter 3, there was one word that was what? That was common in Nehemiah and chapter 3. And what is it? He was saying the fish gate was rebuilt by the sons of Hanase. They laid its beam and put its doors and bolts and bars in place. Do you see that? In verse 6, the Jeshina, the gate was repaired by Joiada, son of Paseah and Meshulam, son of Basodiah. They laid its beam, put its doors and their bolts and the bars in place. Can you see that? Malchijah, son of Harim, and Ashub, son of Pahath Moab, repaired another section and the tower of the ovens. Shalom, son of Haluesh, can you see, ruler of half district of Jeshem, repaired the next section with the help of his daughters. So you can see, it says they repaired what? They rebuilt it and put its doors, their bolts and bars in place. So every time you read Nehemiah chapter 3, it was talking about what? They put its doors, the bolts and the bars in place. So a lot of you, God has been putting things in place while you're resting, and is healing some part in you. Yes, is healing. Is basically putting some things in place. That means, yes, maybe opportunities, is putting them in place. Maybe what you need to basically get out to do at your place of work, he's putting them in place. Maybe he's putting, yes, some of you waiting for your spouse, he's putting them in place, just like in the book of Ruth. Can you see? Because Ruth was busy doing what she was doing, but Boaz, had to come to the place. So a lot of things God has been doing and putting them in place just for you. So you can see with the woman, like I was sharing, her bike was being put in place, was being restored in that process. So a lot of you, God has put so much things in place for you. Yes, he has put things in place for you whilst you are in the position of rest. Maybe some of you, you're moving from the country where you're in, you're moving from the state where you're in, you're moving from the city where you're in. God has put all the provision, yes, the housing, everything. He has put it what? He has put it in place whilst you are what? You are resting. So everything is complete. Yes, because in the end, the lady basically getting help, yes, was able to put all of those things in place. So a lot of you, yes, that's why the Father has released help unto each and every one of you in the place of rest while the construction was going on. Yes, in the process of it, God had released help to a lot of you. So some of you might have been praying for help. Father, Lord, send me my helper. Send me the help that you basically promised. But the truth about it is, the Lord has already released the help unto you. That is why you are in a place of rest while the construction is going on. So that eventually when He releases you right into it, you are able to recognize the help easily. Because sometimes you might think like, while I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm going to be able to know who God is helping me. No. Sometimes you might believe like, hey, yes, you are able to recognize this, you are able to recognize that. But I want you to know something absolutely clearly. God knows better than you do. Amen. I want you to know that. Yes. So it is the wisdom of the Father to get you to rest emotionally, physically, so that while the construction is going on, eventually when He releases you into it, you are able to recognize the help that He has sent to you so that you're not delayed. Because if you basically team up with the wrong person in relation to help, if you basically move with the wrong spouse in relation to get married, can you see that? That will basically cause a detour, setbacks, and all of those things. So because the Father doesn't want you in that, this is the reason why He had to get you to rest while the construction was going on and the help being released to you. So now, the very last part of it. Do you see that? She eventually finished the bike. The help eventually sorted everything out. And then she was setting out for the adventure. Now, a lot of you, the Father is saying, now you've rested. Everything has been constructed. Yes. So for a lot of you, the business is already done. For a lot of you, the ministry, you've already put everything together. For a lot of you, you've put the plan, you've put everything in place, and the table is set. Psalm 23 and verse 5. I have prepared a table for you in the presence of your enemies. So now that the table has been prepared, everything is all set. The Lord is saying to a majority of you who have what? Who passed the test. Yes, the season has ended. And by that in itself, He's saying to you, your adventure now begins here. Amen. So because a lot of you made it, do you see that? You made it. And this is what He's saying concerning that you made it. He says that what? Everything has been made complete. Yes. So in this season, everything is now complete. In this season, everything is now complete. In this season, the business, you've completed it. In this season, the ministry, everything you're supposed to do in this season, like I said, is already done. And for that reason, the adventure is what? Is about to begin. Yes, the adventure is about to begin. Why? Because a lot of you, you've put in the work. A lot of you, you've what? You've done what needs to be done. A lot of you, you've decided. Can you see that in itself? Yes, you've basically done what you need to do. And the Lord is saying it's now time to walk in fullness that which has been prepared for you. Nehemiah chapter 7. It says in verse 1, after the wall had been rebuilt and I had set the doors in place, the gatekeepers, the musicians, and the Levites were appointed. Do you see that in itself? Everything has been put in place. Everything has been put in place. So for some of you who are moving, the Father is saying, yeah, the house has been put in place. The finances have been put in place. For a lot of you in ministry, the Father is saying everything has been put in place. The person who is going to help you out, everything has been put in place. So the Lord, for majority of you, yes, everything has been put in place. So for that reason, it is now time for you to walk into what I have called you to walk into. You've written the business plan, it's now time to walk in it. You started the ministry, it's now time to walk in it. You applied for the job, now it's now time to walk in it. Whatever the Father, you've met your spouse, now it's time for both of you to get married and walk in it. So for whatever dimension of what the Father placed in your hand is, the Lord is saying it's now time to walk right into that. Hence the reason why it says the adventure begins here. Amen. The adventure begins here because a lot of you made it. Yes. And because the adventure begins here is why he says you have graduated. So in this season, I congratulate many of you because you graduated, yes, from your season. You made it. You passed the test. Everything was placed in front of you. Yes, you did everything you need to do, and the Lord is proud of you. Do you see that in itself? Because Jesus, upon what? Yes, he went on the cross and then eventually rose up 3 days, 3 nights later. And what happened? You can see he went to the boys where they were and then eventually began to speak to them in Acts chapter 1. And then he departed into what? Into heaven. He told them to go and wait in Jerusalem. And when the power of the Spirit came, the adventure began. Can you see that dimension? Yeah. The moment the power of the Spirit came on the day of Pentecost, the adventure began. Apostle Peter was out there. He was preaching. Can you see that? In the following chapter, they were in the temple. Another dimension of what? They healed the man by the gate. Then people crowded. They were able to speak the word. So you can see they became unstoppable. So for many of you, this is what the Father is saying. The adventure for you has begun because you made it, you passed the test, and you graduated. So God bless you because you're the blessedness of the Father. I rejoice for each and every one of you. So this is the very season where you're going to begin to walk into. So everything the Father has prepared for you, you're going to begin to see the release of them into your presence. Amen. Whatever the Father has prepared for you, you're going to begin to see the release of them. Yes, because a lot of you are now matured to be able to handle those things. Emotionally, physically, you are ready. Can you see that? So now the adventure begins. I celebrate each and every one of you, and I thank God for you, and I bless the Lord for you. In Jesus' mighty name, amen and amen. God bless you, and I love you all. Amen.